Everything in existence is energy vibrating at different frequencies, woven into a vast and intricate tapestry that connects all things. Each object, each sound, each sight radiates its own unique essence, an invisible frequency that interacts with our senses and subtly, but profoundly, influences our perception and feelings. Just as a melody can lift our spirits or bring a tear to our eyes, the colors, shapes, and rhythms in our visual field gives off a unique resonance that, on an unseen level, enters into a mystical dialogue with us. In this way, we exist in constant exchange with the world around us, a living tapestry of subtle energy where the observed and the observer affect each other. We are as much part of the landscape as it is part of us, each affecting the other in a ceaseless flow of invisible vibrations. This interconnectedness hints at the oneness of existence, where nothing is isolated, and everything has meaning in relation to everything else. Mountains are awe-inspiring timeless monuments. Standing in silent vigil, scarred by the passage of time and elements, mountains embody resilience. The fissures in their rock faces are testaments to weathering life's storms. It is a philosophy etched in stone, telling a story of the Earth's tumultuous past. The play of sunlight on their slopes, the caress of the wind, and the veiling mist create a symphony of sensations. This symphony, like an ancient melody, resonates with the chords of both elation and melancholy. Mountains imbue even the most mundane surroundings with an aura of grandeur and beauty. From below, the interplay of light and shadow creates dynamic contrasts that infuse the landscape with depth and dimension. This adds the element of enchantment to what would otherwise be boring bare landscape. From their lofty peaks we gain a panoramic view of the world below, expanding our horizons and inviting contemplation of the vastness of the natural world. In the embrace of their presence, the observer becomes part of something bigger than oneself, a cosmic dialogue between the human soul and the majestic wonders that stand as silent philosophers of the ages. One dives deep into the melancholy of reflection. There's a philosophical embrace of solitude, not as isolation, but as sacred communion with the self. One is bathed in a calm, homely feeling of ecstasy, imbued with the joy of having momentarily escaped from the chaos and constraints of human life. Mountains put you in a meditative state, evoking a deep yearning for freedom. Freedom from the enslaving ways of men. Freedom from paying to exist. Freedom from the constraints of draconian rules. Freedom to be. Mountains are Mother Earth's way of holding us in a loving embrace. Calling us back to oneness. Inviting us back to source consciousness. Reminding us to save ourselves from the slavery we call human life, and commune again with nature as free gods and goddesses, which is our divine right as fractals of the source.